Welcome to my new platform, my own little space in cyber world. Okay? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. It's been a long time coming, and I am glad that my change has come. Now that my change has come, all I want to do is help you do the same. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And I am here to tell you that all hope is not lost. Okay? There is beautiful things out there for you, for me, for all of those friends, families that you have in your lives. All hope is not lost. I know that things look dim, and I know that times rather, can be very trying and testing. But one thing about it is there is a way out. You don't have to live stagnant and stale and stuck any longer. All you got to do is tap in. And when I say tap in, that's exactly what I mean. Tap in side of yourself. Beloved, you were born with everything you need. I say it all the time. Reason being is because I'm fully persuaded that you have everything down on the inside, well capable and ready to manifest on the outside. Sometimes because of the way that we were conditioned, we just don't know how to navigate or how to go about, accomplishing these desires. The desire to live more liberated and more productive, more joy filled, you know, um, on your watch, you know, just to be able to wake up every day and do your life how you want to do your life. Yes, I get it. I get it because I was in that position myself for many years. But I always knew that there was a way. And I tell you, I found it. It's just about like, it's just how bad do you want it? And how much are you willing to change? And how bad do you want the truth? You see, because it's the truth that will set you free. The knowledge of the truth, if you will, that will set you free. Sometimes when we embark on a journey to learning the truths, you see, that have been kept from us, it can be a very trying thing. But when you embark on this journey and you open your spirit up and you go to the Most High or to Source or to God or to Jehovah or to Yahweh or to Isis, whomever you call the creator of all, when you go before this grand source and really put yourself before, like they say, the altar, and truly, truly, truly ask, to be guided into all truth. Then, and only then, will things begin to change. You see, when we do this, that's the catalyst that catapults us into that next phase in our journey. You know, I really truly believe it's because when we're at that point, we really exude an energy, and it's like the Most High can sniff it. You know, it's like a child when they beg for something over and over, and you just know it's not time yet. It's that instinct, it's that knowing. But then maybe a couple of months later, they'll come back and ask for that same thing, and you feel a check in your spirit. You know that now is the time. Now they're ready. I really believe that that is how our lives flow, in a sense, if you will. We've got to come to a place where we're truly, truly, truly ready for the change and are willing to do whatever it takes, you know, to see that it comes to fruition. That is good things, okay? But yeah, that's where I was. So I'm hoping that by the time I get done with this video on tonight, it will encourage you, inspire you, empower you, and motivate you and nudge you in the direction that you need to go so that you can get unstuck and start experiencing the life that you were born to experience. So without further ado, what do y'all think this sounds like? Yes, indeed. I went to Spirit tonight before I got on this computer, and I asked for guidance in sharing what is necessary, what you guys need on tonight. Okay? I always do this because I don't like getting in the way. So sometimes we got to move that lower level of self and allow that higher self to come forth. So this is what I did on tonight, and I tell you, it didn't surprise me because Spirit never surprised me, because I have come to learn that everything you need is in these cards. I don't care what nobody say. I got stories to share, okay, that will convince you that it's in these cards, for at least for me. And for those of you who believe that the Most High has given us different tools and different things and people with different gifts to be able to tap in and use these things to as a tool of guidance, if you will. So this is what I did on tonight. And if you're ready, I want you to buckle your seatbelts. If this resonates with you, do not change that channel. And I don't want you to just not change the channel, but I want you to stay. I want you to subscribe. I want you to like. I want you to share, because there's others just like you that are ready to experience life like we were intended to experience it. Now, listen, before I move any further, I got to clarify this. My work is specifically for my people, the melanated community, okay? Afro-Indigenous whatever you call yourself, okay, people of color, but it is not limited to. Just as I do more work with women, but again, not limited to. So I want you to keep this in mind. And as adults, we've got to come to a place where we understand these things. It's no offense to no one, but it's just that when you come from a certain culture, a certain heritage, a certain group, a certain community, you relate more to that people. So I pretty much know where my people are stuck and are needing to be freed and liberated. But it is not limited to, because there are other sects that have experienced some of, I won't say the same, because no one goes through anything, the same, but they've gone through bondage in some form or fashion. So that's why I can't really limit it to, okay? So if this resonates with whoever you are, please feel free, become part of the family. You are welcome, welcome. Hey, you may have something to share. I got great things planned for this platform. And I am just asking the Most High, and I know it's all working out already. It's already done, you know. But that I begin to cross paths, and, that I can cultivate with others of like mind so that we can really do this mighty work. But however, without further ado, I went to Spirit and I pulled the cards, and the first card came out when asked what the people need for tonight. And he showed me this card. Adventure. This is what they need to hear. They were born to be adventurous. Okay? They have been caught up and conditioned and systemized, if you will, brainwashed, if you will, all of these things. This whole program, and I do get that cognitive dissonance is running rampant right now. Your knower knows the truth, but that cognitive dissonance wants to keep you right where you are, simply because of the fear. Breaking outside of those parameters is not something that we find the most easiest to do. So this is what I want to talk about on tonight. So again, adventure. Whoever's out there listening, you're ready to be adventurous. You've always wanted to be adventurous. You have an adventurous, bubbling spirit and energy about yourself. But for apparent reasons, you remain stagnant. You see the portal, and look at that number there, 11, new beginnings. You see the portal. It's beautiful. It's blue. It's freeing. You can see it ahead, but it's kind of foggy. It's not real clear, but you have a sense, it's there. And you also know that if you walk through it, that adventurous journey that you so desire is right on the other side of it. Yeah. This is you, beloved. This is you. And I'm here to tell you on tonight that you can have it. It is yours. It's there. You don't have to wait for anything to happen. All you got to do is do what you need to do to walk through that portal and to start experiencing your life. This is your life. It doesn't belong to anyone else. I don't care if you're a mother, a daughter, a sister. This is your life. And we were all sent here to experience. It's all about the experience. So, thinking about it in this sense, do you actually believe that the way we live today was part of the program? Listen, everyone's life, the way that it is, sure, we've suffered some things at the hands of others, but the majority, the way we've uh, constructed our lives is based on our choices, our thought patterns, and our actions. So if we've gotten ourselves here, guess what? It's going to take yourself to get yourself out of your situation. Okay? So, moving on. Also ask, this was the best part. Why are they still stuck? What's keeping them stagnant? And Spirit showed me the 10 of Wands. There it is. 10 of Wands. Yes. Overwhelmed with responsibilities, burdened down, problems, stress galore. So I'm asking you on tonight, what type of problems, stress, and responsibilities are worth you throwing in the towel and accepting staying where you are? My next question is, all of these responsibilities, are they yours? Or is it someone else's cross that you're bearing? You see, you're going to have to start sifting and sorting and prioritizing and asking the difficult questions and also acting, taking action, and doing the things that you know is necessary to do to get yourself lined out in a way that you can start making progress, even if it's baby steps, inch by inch by inch by inch. But you've got to start somewhere because that portal is still wide open. And no, it's not a figment of your imagination. It is there. It is there waiting for you. So you've got to come to a place where you ask yourself, why am I allowing, whether it's you or someone else, the responsibilities of yours personally or the responsibilities of others, whichever, you still need to ask yourself, why am I allowing this to happen? Subconsciously. Being truthful and honest to yourself, asking yourself, why am I allowing this? When I know that there's things that I can do to turn this around, I can eliminate some of this baggage. I can put down some of these crosses, but why am I not doing it? That's the question. Beloved, I think I have the answer for you tonight. And if you don't mind, I'll share. The answer is, whether you admit it or not, the answer is that you are afraid. You see, we all, individually and collectively, for many, 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 many moons. No, you weren't there and I was not there, but our ancestors was there. Your ancestors are here with you now. They reside, you are your ancestors. So the traumas, the fears, everything that they went through that kept them living in that bubble, in that stagnant state of mind because of fear for their lives, that energy has to be dealt with. Because guess what? All it does is just transfer generation after generation after generation. So that's what's happening to you. So I want to take a look at this, if you will. This is called the Persecution Hangover. It's a short read, and I advise all of you to get a copy. This is the reason why so many of us are stuck. Parameters is what the systems and the programs and the conditioning and the massaging of our ancestors, of us, our children. And if we don't break it, it's going to continue to happen. So your children will really never experience life the way it's intended to be experienced if you don't walk through that portal and begin to live a life that liberates, that excites, that's full of purpose and zeal. The buck has to stop with you, has to stop with us. You see, I didn't just turn my life around just because I wanted things. This is a calling. This is my purpose. We are all called to one another. So we've got to find a way to come out of the cognitive dissonance, for one, and we've got to demolish the fear that's keeping us in this parameter. You see, back in the day, there was parameters, and if you stepped outside of that parameter, that may have cost you your life. And that same energy is alive today. And it manifests in our lives, but just in a slightly different way. It says if you step outside of these parameters, if you begin to become a truth speaker or truth seeker, yeah, sometimes it still does cause your life to be on the line, okay? But that's okay, because once you reach a certain level in life or in your truth journey, and you understand purpose, and you understand that there is so much more to this than what even the most religious books can teach us. There's way more to this. Way more. You see, those books only give you so much. But when you begin to walk in your truth, when you begin to embrace and become one, really one, with the Most High, allowing your higher self to expand and to oscillate, and death, that thing they call death, you mean? Oh, you mean transformation, transition, where I get to really experience I'm one with all already, but no need for nothing else but experience the bliss. You see, that fear begins to deplete. it dissolves little bit by little bit. That's why it's very important that we understand that all we're experiencing is the persecution hangover. I want you guys to get a copy of this. I threw in a few other little things like, your sage and your you have certain crystals that they tell us to stay away from. Crystals that helps your different chakras, your centers. Those are the things you learn along the way. And sometimes you got to watch because it'll make you mad. It'll make you angry. Okay. Because when you think about how all this time, the practices and the rituals, the healing modalities, all of these things that our ancestors were privy to at one time before it was snatched away from them because of it being so bad or evil, which makes no sense to me. And it shouldn't make any sense to you when you really stop and think about it. I have so many teachings to share. Tonight is just an icebreaker so that you can get a feel of who I am, what I stand for, what I represent. I'm open. I'm an open book. I am a spiritualist. I read cards. I'm an oracle. I do it. I tap in. I have the abilities to hear, to see. I hear a conversation before it even comes. But I was not always this way. I knew I had the gifts, but it's not until I began to cultivate. See, and the more you cultivate, the stronger you become, and the more freer you become, and the less fearful you become. So, with that said, the portal is open. Yes, I know you're experiencing the persecution hangover. You don't have to anymore. I am here for you. I have a system in place. We will do a signal scan on you. We will do what we have to do to get you all lined out. If you're an entrepreneur, if you're a business owner and you see the portal, but you're afraid to walk in it, so you keep everything right there on the surface, all tucked and nice and neat and professional. We missing it. We're missing it, y'all. It is the essence of who you are. It is the spiritual gifts, the very essence of who you are. That is the thing that catapults you into your prosperity. If you look on social media, you see so many things are saturated. It's so many people doing the same thing, and it actually even look the same. I mean, it's nothing really different that stands out. Someone may name it a little different or add a different little module here and there, or, tweak it a little bit here and there, add a different type of AI and animation. Excuse me. But really, actually, it's all the same. So if you're that entrepreneur, if you're working on any type of project, excuse me, are you a business owner and you're really tired of separating who you really are, versus what you do? And you would love to mesh everything together because deep down inside that you would be more happier. It won't seem like work anymore. It would be something you love to wake up and do every day. You know this. So I got you. I got you. All about helping individuals live a sovereign life, a liberating life, life of time freedom. Once we get all of this together, I do your signal scan. Once you make up your mind that you're ready, I'm here for you. If you're a business owner, entrepreneur, like I said, if you want to do a signal scan, give me your favorite, your most used social media platform and your website, wherever you promote your stuff, your business, your content. In 48 hours, I'll tell you, especially after talking with you. Then, on top of that, if we're not quite sure, or you're not quite sure, once you walk through that portal, which way you'd like to head or which direction, you get a reading. My packages aren't cheap. I've been told this, and I take pride in that. No, they aren't cheap. They will never be cheap. They're highly valuable because I know when I made the change, okay, when I started rebranding and doing, just really opening myself and putting myself, who I am, on a spiritual level, the essence of who I am, when I started integrating that with what I do on all levels, from nurse to coach to architect, all of it, I blended it all together. And talk about a flavor. And now they come knocking. All before it was hit and miss here and there, but they come knocking. Can I get a reading? People really need direction. We need more things on a spiritual level than what you could ever imagine. Now, will people admit that? No. Everybody looks so together. But deep down inside, turmoil, total chaos. And it's time for us to get it together, and it's time for that to end. So I am here for you. And again, I am offering you to get a copy. The link will be in my description below. And stay tuned. Tune in. I ask for your support. If it's not something for you, unsubscribe. But if it is, don't just subscribe, share it. Tell people about it. Okay? You'll learn a lot. My goal is to reveal the lies on all levels, even on the religious level. I just want to reveal the lies and give individuals the opportunity and the option to unlearn and relearn. I've spent years in hermit mode, books galore, just learning. But information, you can only take in so much. So now I'm just allowing my spirit, my higher self, my higher consciousness to guide. So I would love to teach you, share with you. I don't like to really say teach. I know I am a teacher, but I would like to pair with you and learn with you, if you will. So I think that sums it up. I just wanted to kind of let you guys know that if you are adventurous, you're wanting a life of adventure, and I just wanted to let you know that the portal was open, that adventurous life is waiting on you. And if you don't know how to navigate and how to get there, you have someone here who can take you by the hand and lead and guide you. If you're a business owner, it's time to upgrade. Your service is beautiful. Your products are nice. But it's time to let the people see you. Not just your personality. That's easy. But to see you and to feel your energy before you even talk about your service or your product. That's what really sells. If you can touch a person's heart and they feel a peace, you'll have a customer for life. I know I do. So look, until next time, always remember, all you got to do is allow yourself the opportunity. Put down the cross. Put down everyone else's baggage and responsibilities. They're not yours. You're hurting them. Let them bear their own cross. Because if you don't, you will live to resent whoever it is that has you packing their baggage. You don't want that. What if it's a child? What if it's a parent? You will live to resent if you don't live this life the way you know you desire to. So, until the next video, I'll be back with another, more information, more education, and more elevation. To my brothers and sisters, peace.